1. There's a fish that can walk on land for days. The mudskipper is a fascinating amphibious fish that has adapted to survive both in water and on land. Unlike most fish, it has evolved a unique respiratory system that allows it to breathe through its skin and the lining of its mouth, a process called cutaneous respiration. This adaptation enables the mudskipper to leave the water and explore muddy environments, such as mangrove forests and tidal flats, where it can search for food and escape predators. The fish uses its strong pectoral fins to propel itself forward in a manner similar to walking, making it one of the few fish species capable of terrestrial movement. Another remarkable ability of the mudskipper is its capacity to stay out of water for extended periods, sometimes up to 2 days, as long as it remains in a moist environment. This is particularly useful in areas where tides fluctuate, temporarily stranding aquatic creatures. By digging burrows in mud and sealing themselves inside with a pocket of air, mudskippers can avoid dehydration and extreme temperatures. Scientists study these fish to better understand evolutionary transitions between aquatic and terrestrial life, as they provide insights into how early vertebrates may have adapted to land millions of years ago. 2. Your bones are actually stronger than steel. Human bones are one of nature's most remarkable materials, possessing an extraordinary combination of strength and lightness. Pound for pound, bones are 5 times stronger than steel, meaning that a cubic inch of bone can theoretically support a load of over 19,000 pounds. This incredible strength comes from their unique internal structure, which consists of both dense outer layers, cortical bone, and a lightweight, porous inner network, trabecular bone. This design allows bones to withstand immense pressure while remaining relatively lightweight, enabling humans to move efficiently. Despite their strength, bones are also dynamic and constantly changing. They undergo a continuous process of breakdown and rebuilding, known as bone remodeling, which helps them adapt to stress and repair minor damage. If bones were purely rigid like steel, they would be more prone to sudden fractures under pressure. However, their slight flexibility, due to collagen fibers within them, allows them to absorb shocks and impacts better than many man-made materials. Understanding the properties of bones has influenced engineering and materials science, helping scientists develop stronger and lighter synthetic materials for various applications. 3. The sun is so loud that if space had air, we'd hear it on Earth. The sun is an extremely violent and energetic place, producing an enormous amount of sound due to its intense nuclear fusion reactions. Deep within the sun's core, hydrogen atoms fuse to form helium, releasing vast amounts of energy. This energy creates pressure waves that ripple through the sun's layers, generating powerful sounds. If space had a medium to carry sound waves, the noise from these reactions would be around 100 decibels on Earth, equivalent to the sound of a chainsaw or a rock concert. However, space is a vacuum, which means sound waves cannot travel, leaving us in total silence despite the sun's intense activity. Scientists have found ways to listen to the sun's sound waves by studying its vibrations. These waves create ripples on the sun's surface, which researchers analyze to learn more about its internal structure and behavior. This field of study, known as helioseismology, has helped scientists predict solar storms and better understand the sun's influence on Earth's climate and technology. Even though we will never hear the sun directly, its voice is constantly being studied, revealing new insights about the life of our nearest star. 4. There's a cloud in space that holds enough alcohol for 400 trillion beers. In deep space, near the center of the Milky Way galaxy, astronomers have discovered an enormous cloud of alcohol called Sagittarius B2. This massive interstellar cloud contains ethyl alcohol, the same type of alcohol found in alcoholic beverages on Earth. The sheer size of this cosmic alcohol reservoir is astonishing. Scientists estimate that it contains enough alcohol to brew 400 trillion pints of beer. However, this alcohol is mixed with other cosmic gases and dust, making it impossible to simply bottle it up and bring it back to Earth for consumption. The discovery of alcohol in space is significant because it suggests that complex organic molecules, the building blocks of life, can form in extreme environments. While Sagittarius B2's alcohol is not drinkable, it provides clues about how chemical reactions in space might contribute to the development of life-supporting compounds on planets. Scientists continue to study these clouds, hoping to uncover more about the role of organic molecules in the formation of planetary systems. 5. Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. Sloths are often associated with slow movements and laziness, but they possess an extraordinary survival adaptation that allows them to hold their breath for up to 40 minutes. When submerged in water, a sloth can slow its heart rate by up to 1/3 of its normal speed, conserving oxygen and reducing the need to surface for air. In contrast, dolphins, despite being highly adapted for aquatic life, can typically only hold their breath for about 15 minutes before they need to resurface for oxygen. This makes sloths unexpectedly better at breath holding than some marine mammals. Sloths are surprisingly good swimmers and often use their breath-holding ability to navigate across rivers or escape predators. Their long breath-holding time also helps them remain hidden from threats such as jaguars and eagles by staying underwater for extended periods. This trait is another example of how evolution has uniquely equipped sloths for survival, despite their seemingly slow and defenseless nature. 6. You can smell rain before it arrives because of bacteria. The distinctive smell that people often notice before it rains is caused by a compound called geosmin, which is produced by soil-dwelling bacteria known as actinomycetes. These microorganisms thrive in damp soil and release geosmin when the soil dries out. When rain falls, it disturbs the ground and releases tiny aerosol particles containing geosmin into the air, allowing humans to detect the scent from a distance. This scent, often described as earthy or fresh, is particularly noticeable in areas with dry conditions where geosmin accumulates in higher concentrations. Interestingly, humans are extremely sensitive to geosmin, with the ability to detect it in concentrations as low as 5 parts per trillion, far more sensitive than our detection of many other smells. Scientists believe this heightened sensitivity may have helped early humans locate water sources by following the smell of rain-soaked earth. 7. There's a lake in Africa that can explode and kill everything around it. Lake Nyos, a volcanic crater lake in Cameroon, is one of the most dangerous lakes on Earth due to its rare ability to suddenly release massive amounts of carbon dioxide in an event known as a limnic eruption. Beneath the lake, volcanic activity produces large quantities of CO2, which dissolve into the water under immense pressure. Over time, this creates a dangerous situation where a sudden disturbance, such as an earthquake or landslide, can trigger a catastrophic release of gas. In 1986, Lake Nyos experienced such an eruption, releasing a cloud of CO2 that suffocated over 1,700 people and thousands of animals in nearby villages. The gas, being heavier than air, flowed downhill, displacing oxygen and causing asphyxiation within minutes. Since then, scientists have installed degassing pipes to slowly release CO2 and prevent another disaster. However, the lake remains a subject of close monitoring to ensure the safety of nearby populations. 8. Butterflies can taste with their feet. Butterflies have a unique sensory system that allows them to taste their surroundings using special receptors on their feet. These receptors help them identify whether a plant is suitable for laying eggs, ensuring that their caterpillars have the right food source when they hatch. When a butterfly lands on a leaf, it drums its feet against the surface, releasing tiny amounts of plant material, which its taste sensors analyze. This ability is crucial for butterfly survival, as different species have specific host plants that caterpillars rely on for food. For example, monarch butterflies only lay eggs on milkweed plants, which provide the necessary nutrients for their larvae. By tasting with their feet, butterflies can quickly determine if a plant meets their requirements, allowing them to efficiently select the best location for reproduction. 9. There's a gigantic water reservoir in space. One of the most astonishing discoveries in astronomy is that there exists a massive water reservoir in space, far larger than any found on Earth. Scientists discovered a cloud of water vapor surrounding a quasar, 12 billion light-years away, containing 140 trillion times the amount of water in Earth's oceans. This quasar, known as APM 08279+5255, is powered by a supermassive black hole that emits enormous amounts of energy, heating up the surrounding gas and creating this vast cosmic water supply. The discovery of such an enormous amount of water in the early universe challenges our understanding of how elements formed after the Big Bang. Since this quasar dates back to a time when the universe was just 1.6 billion years old, it proves that water has existed for nearly the entire history of the cosmos. This finding also suggests that water, and potentially the conditions for life, may be far more common in the universe than previously believed.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more inspiring content. See you in the next one.